This time let's look at some new products. Here is a sample of the product. You can see the details is very amazing. Here I have a few different items, and this is one of the motorcycle chain, and you can see the details on this 3D printed piece is pretty nice. Make the chain look much more authentic than the one in the kits. And I have a couple pieces of other detail items. This is one of the hood fastener. And then I have the Audi logo, which goes on the new R8. Now I'm going to paint them into their metal color to see how they look like after painted. And for the motorcycle chain, I think I will take the main part out from the base and leave the little hexagon nuts on the base for painting, and then after painting I'll fix it onto the gear, the driving gear. So let's see how easy it is to remove the chain from the base. Here I have a regular modeling knife and a relatively new blade. Now what they told me is all you need to do is score along the gate. Let's start from the very end. So I know I have completely score every single one. And here I have the Xeon cutter. Okay, I think it's better to cut this . Okay, and then I'll do the same on this side. Actually peels off quite easily. Now actually it's rather easy to peel off, and then I will clean up the gates. Maybe easier with a good cutter. This is a God's hand cutter. And then let's see if I can Okay, there you go. And I think I need to clean up all the attach point here. I'll do that with a sanding stick. Just do it gently. Okay, and then I'm gonna paint these fastener or nuts on this piece of base, and then put them onto the gear. Onto the gear once it's painted. I'm going to cut the other one off, so I'll come back and show you that. For this one, I have, like before, I have sort of tear off the base. And for the gear, or the driving gears, I want to try a couple of different ways to detach them. First, I have this 0.1 modeling saw, and I will try to use this to detach, to cut off the base. Actually, using the saw, it's quite easy to cut it off. And then I have to clean up the gates. And of course, this area will not be seen once you attach the gear onto the model. So I just clean up with my modeling knife. Okay. And for the main gear, I want to try to use my ultrasound knife. Let's see how it work. Oh, actually, the ultrasound knife cuts it, cut it like butter. Let's see here. So I want to do it carefully. Slice just right through. Cuts like butter. Then suppose I can just peel it off. Yeah, it can be just peeled off. And then again, I'll clean up the attachment points with God's hand. And then here I have my custom-made sander with number 1000 sanding paper, and then I'll clean up the so this is so I have this clean up. Okay, as you can see, they are relatively easy to cut the part off from the base. Now I'm going to paint them up in metal color so you can see the details a bit better. So I'll be back with it all painted. And here I have attached the parts onto the wooden chopsticks for painting. I make sure the right nuts are attached to the right gear and chain. Here's the other one with the nuts there. And then here's the other two detailing up parts, like the hood fastener and also the Audi logo. And I'm going to paint them now. So now I have primed the parts. So I just want to show you guys the kind of details you can get from these parts. Now let's look at the motorcycle chains first. Now after I've primed the parts, the details really shows up much better now. You can see. What you can see is even the teeth that sink into the chain is nicely done. You can see it better with the large gear. See how the teeth of the gear really sink into the holes of the chain. And also you can see the details on the nuts that's supposed to attach to the gear. Pretty amazing stuff, isn't it? And it's of course it's not movable, but if you want to make it movable, then you need to go through a lot of hard work to achieve this kind of detail. But using these 3D printed pieces, you just, take it off, paint it, and replace the part of the kit. See, you can see the details of the nuts. Well, one good thing about the Gunji servicer is they're really thin after dry. Now, even if you paint it with a wet coat, and it seems like it's kind of thick, but once it's dried, it will shrink onto the details, and it becomes really thin. See, you can see the details and the finesse of the details on these hood ring. Now I'm going to paint them black, and then paint them with metal colors, and then we'll come back to have a look at it when it's finished. Okay, I have painted them silver. Here's one of the motorcycle chain and the gear. And here are the chain with the nuts attached to the gear, so it creates a really nice three-dimensional effect. And then here is the other one. So the paint came off a little bit, so I have to retouch that. Later, when the paint is fully dried, I will try to give it a wash, so the three-dimensional effect of the details will come up even stronger. I will post another video later. Now remember, we have this hood ring, and after spraying silver, I happen to have a car body that make use of this hood pin. And here they are. Here you can see the printed hood pin. Looks so much nicer than photo etch parts, and also so much easier to put on. All I need to do is just drill a hole on the hood and then glue the fastener pin on. Isn't that nice? Pretty nice, huh? Okay. Well, these parts are great. And if you like to get some of them, you can check out Hobbyeasy.com's website. At the moment, you can only get these from them. And these are only a small number of samples from their selection. There are other great stuff also on the way, so keep an eye on them. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.